I got a secret dream for you. You ready? We're going to be talking about how do you safely share your dream with someone else. Stick around. You are enjoying the Step Out and Thrive podcast. Hey, welcome back to the Step Out and Thrive podcast. My name is Bethany B. Joy, and I'm so excited that you're here because not only do you get to connect with your people and connect and find your voice, which is the mission of Step Out and Thrive, but we are talking about dreams and how to move forward when God gives us new beginnings. How do we do that in a fair way, in a right way, in a courageous way? I might not always have the right part figured out, but I can give you a place to get curious about where God is leading you. This is the second part of the series. If you missed the first, you can go back one episode. But today, we're talking about what do you do when you finally get the courage to share that dream or share that next step with somebody. That's an interesting place to be, isn't it? One of my favorite books is called The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. And he talks about these being the border busters. The safe people in our lives that we can tell our dreams to, that can be the one that actually push back against the naysayers and actually help us walk past that border that we set in our souls that we're not sure if we can go past it because would we be all alone? It's usually those people that we share with that are safe, that encourage, put reality in with us, but usually decide to walk it with us. How do you choose who to share your dream with? My current group that I'm working with, my speaker group, which is called the Thrive Speaker Cohort, was put together fairly quickly, but it was a dream of mine for years that I had not told anybody about. There were so many reasons for that, but the number one reason is I didn't want to make anybody mad at me. I'm a speaker. I've been in the speaking world for years. I've worked with some pretty amazing coaches, amazing facilitators, amazing speakers. Who was I to put myself out there as a speaker coach, right? I remember being a part of this one person's group. Her name is Coach Laura. Coach Laura Nizer. I'm going to call her out here on this podcast. She is amazing, especially with mindset. I was working in her group and I remember sending her a Vox. I know many people don't know what Voxing is. It's VOX. There's an app called Voxer and you can audio message people. And it's almost like walkie-talkies, but the message stays until you listen to it and then you can Vox back. I've had really good experiences with that, and I've had really not so good experiences with that. But if it's somebody that I really want to connect with, Voxer is a great place of doing it. So I remember I was at a place down by the beach with my boys that we decided that was kind of our summer vacation. It was 25 minutes down the road, but we were able to take our dogs, both dogs with us, and it was a win-win. So we made it happen. And I remember I was on this vacation and God was really stirring the speaking in me. I had just come into contact with several different specific ladies that were very much wanting to speak, but they were scared for one reason or another. And each of those reasons, I felt like I could sit there and be with them. But the thing is, I didn't have the time. But if I got paid for my time, I could do that. But was I ready? And I even had one or two people that were like, Bethany, I'll pay. Just do it. So if you can imagine that being kind of there, right? And again, these opportunities were coming to me. I wasn't necessarily searching for them. I was walking with God on the beach one day. And I'll never forget, on my left were all of these nice, amazing condos that I remember so many, and I still have really good friends that buy and stay and live in those condos. I even have a really good friend that rents out many of those condos. And I'll never forget the one specific one that told me one day, because they just got their condo set up, and you could see like right out their back door was the ocean. And I said, man, it must be amazing just living this close to the ocean where you could just go downstairs and go to the beach. And they said, well, I'm not really planning on going down to the beach. It's all sandy and you just don't know. And I'm working. Like, I've got it. This person had a really big job that they were doing. They weren't actually planning to go down and really enjoy the beach. That's why they lived there. They could look out this huge, amazing glass window at the beach. And I just remember being perplexed at that. I didn't say anything at the moment, but I just thought, why would you get a place so close and not enjoy it? You're being satisfied just for the picture, but you're missing the fun it is to go on the waves. You're missing the heat against your skin. You're missing the bigness, the largeness of the sunrise and the sunset. And you're settling for just this one little thing. And it was at that moment when I saw that and I was walking past these condos and I saw this ocean on the right and I saw, I could hear these kids playing. And God very clearly said, Bethany, there are so many people that are living their lives satisfied with this condo view. And they have no idea that I'm calling them into the ocean. And they're scared because they have beliefs about the undercurrent and they have beliefs about what the bad things could happen, and they totally miss the connection that they can have with other people. I'm calling you to have people go outside, but they need somebody like you that's in the middle that knows what it's like being on both sides. Whew. I remember coming literally right off of the beach from that experience, coming back into the place that we were staying at. My guys were in some kind of game, so I couldn't really be with them in that point because I didn't understand what was going on. I remember going back upstairs, and I immediately voxed my coach, Laura Nicer, at that moment. I was like, hey, I don't know who else to tell, and you're pretty safe. So this is what I'm thinking. And I shared with her the whole beach walk experience and how I really do want to walk with people and their speaking journey. But who was I to do that? Like, I don't even know how long that box was. It was probably 3 or 4 minutes because I was talking so fast. And I'll never forget, she messaged back and she asked some very curious questions, but she's like, I'm with you. I'm with you. And the greatest part is I was getting ready to go to a conference that next week. And she's like, Bethany, who can you ask there in person? Woohoo! That was my next best step. And I'm just going to leave you there today because she was my first person to share with. She was safe. So what I learned is that I had to become so unsettled with this that I had to tell someone that I could trust, that I knew enough of my story that could tell me if my idea was completely crazy or not, but also had enough influence in my life that I could ask curious questions and even push back and then not be offended. So when you're looking for someone to share this with, I would look for both and. I would look for that person that can listen and have space, but I would also look for that person where you can push back and they can push forward. And you guys can still be friends afterwards. I've met so many people in my life that have had really good relationships with people and it fall apart because somebody shared a belief or somebody shared a dream that the other person didn't believe in, and then it made that rift. Real friends can hold space for that and still have that connection. But it takes two sides. So my advice, my takeaway from all of this is, number one, make sure that you're connecting with God. That was step number one, which is sit with the dream and then also continue to live your life, right? And to see where God plants roots. Number two is to continue listening to God in that and continue discerning his direction. So when you're ready to share, God will bring that person to mind. You already have connections. You already have relationships. There's a really perfect, amazing person. And here's the thing, even if you get it wrong, it doesn't mean you can't try somebody else. But don't keep trying, going through your list. And if you get to like 5 or 6 people and they're all telling you not a good idea, and you're looking for the one person that says it's right, I'm going to let you sit with that. I don't think I would do that. But you're looking for someone that you trust, and you're looking for someone that can push back, and you're looking for someone that can push back on your side too. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully this is enough for you to go with. And I would love to hear from you. Have you ever had an experience where you shared your dream with someone else? And how was that for you? Was it a good experience? Was it a hard experience? I would love to hear more from you this week. And how can you share that, you asked? Well, I'm glad you asked. I post every week these podcasts for free in the free version of my community, which you can find at community.stepoutandthrive.com. And you can just join, be part of the conversation. And I would love for you to connect with us there and connect with me. Regardless how your week goes, take the next best step and know that we're here with you. Dare to do more than just survive. Step out and thrive. See you guys back here next week. Bye. Thanks for enjoying today's Step Out and Thrive podcast, the one place that you can always count to dare to do more than just survive, to step out and thrive. As always, for more information, please check out BethanyBJoy.com or StepOutandThrive.com.